Well, hello there. I'm Jessica, and on this episode of Somewhere in the Middle, I'm doing another unboxing. Ever since I discovered this Miniverse universe for Harry Potter, I've gone crazy. So as you can see, I'm ready for potions class. I got my hat, I got my wand. Now I need to build the potions class so I can attend. Would you like to see it happen? Let's go. All right, I went ahead and just cut the sides, the plastic there. So let's go ahead and unbox this. Looks like it comes with 100 pieces. Build your own classroom. Comes with potions too. Maybe two, one, not sure. Make your own potions class. So let's see. It looks like it has little tools. Looks like we have to build stuff. Looks like the flooring too. If it's not MGA's Miniverse, then it's not MGA's Miniverse. All right, well, let's see what we got here. Oh, looks like we have a couple of things. Just gonna pull them all out. Oh, some instructions there. Floor pieces, and then the instructions. Let's see. And then we've got the walls, the instructions. Yeah, and you can see it shows the little contraption. And then we have, oh, here's the 2 potions it looks like we get to make. And then table, bookshelves, and putting the whole thing together. All right, well, let's get started with step number 1.
Step one. We can have lots of fun.
Let's get the floor made. All right, so our maps, it's wood. We've got some guardrails I read about. You put those here. All right. Oh, my goodness, look at this. We've got some buckets, trowels. That's it for this one. So it said this is the glue. Oh, there we go. That's the glue for the floor. Crates. Oh, and look at that. Each one has a number. So let's get them out in order so we're ready to go. Packaging. There we go, all put together. But we need to glue these down. So what I'm going to do now is just move them. So keep them in order. So we're supposed to use this and this to put glue on there.
Think.
Go. Do number 3 while we're at it. I think we have enough glue, but just in case, and this time I'll stay away from the edge. I don't think you need much. I'm trying to match the number up to the corner where the number was. Go. And I guess we're going to do the whole thing like this. Well, that wasn't so bad. I like how this fits on there. I didn't realize that till now. But we're done with that. We can clean this off. We can keep it. We can put the lid on this for now.
What's that you say? Oh man, no way.
This needs to dry for 60 minutes. I also like that these actually feel like slate. So let's take those off just so they don't get stuck down, just in case. And while this dries, I think we can work on our walls. We have the floor drying. Got our directions again. More directions. All right, well, we have another crate. Probably has tiles. Oh, looks like it has tiles already. Looks like windows. 4 of them. Oh. Another bucket of resin. Ah, trowel. And I think wall parts. I wonder. Oh, there's nothing in the small bucket. Okay, that's just a prop. Let's see. Our 2 walls. Oh, I see. They gave us 1 in here. Sounds like they're loose. And then we have 1 to build, so maybe we can transfer that into that one. All right, let's do it. So let's see. Look at that. Ooh, it's etched in there. This is wood and it's etched. Well, we could pop the windows in, it looks like. Well, that's easy enough. Oh, that's cool. And then these are going to pop in up here like that. And then these are going to pop in the middle. Windows are done. Okay, put those aside for right now though. Okay, so we need to do this part. Cementing them. And then we put that on after it dries for 60 minutes again. It has to dry for 60 minutes. So let's go ahead and do that. You know, and since it looks like it's probably the exact same, I'm just going to finish that one and keep that one as extra. So it's got numbers again, easy to match up. Not too big of a deal. Go and open this back up. There you go. 1 wall done. A little tedious for those who don't like tedious, but for me, I actually enjoyed that. It's like putting together a little puzzle. A lot easier than putting a real tile floor together or tile wall. This has got to dry for 60 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and do number 2. Let's see, I think the tiles are in here for number 2. I just have plenty of glue. Oh, and look at that. Yes, they are. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sort this out, get this one put together, and I'll come back and show you. I've got my floor drying. I got my 2 wall pieces drying. We got our windows in. We got to wait for this to dry to put it all together. There's plenty of glue left over. Just put the lid on it.
Lay down on it and everything will be all right.
Never ended up using the second one. And I cleaned up my trowel with some hot water and Dawn. And you know the details on these are great. I mean, the handle itself, the wooden handle looks so good. So this will be a good prop for in the potions classroom. So I'm going to go ahead. So I'm going to put this aside for now and let's do the potions. All right, we got the last package here. We've got tables and bookshelves. We're going to pop those together. Might as well while we're waiting for the walls and floor to dry. I just love the little detail on here, how they have the little tie. It looks like we got some legs. And that's for the table. And then let's see, we've got our directions on here as well. And then let's go ahead and open up our potions. Oh my goodness. And I think we're definitely gonna need a table for this. This is what's really got me excited. Oh my goodness, look at all the details. All the little labels, or those stickers maybe. And those are what they go in, yep. And we got all the different tools. Okay, let's just go ahead and unpack it and see. We got our cauldron. We've got 2 bottles for our potions. They are plastic, but they look like glass. We got 2 funnels. Oh, a little mortar and pestle. Oh my gosh. That is too freaking cute. I'm going to say that a lot. I need to not say cute. Here we've got 2 vials as well. Like a little stand. These are little candles. There you go. Great details. Tweezers. Oh, and we got 2 different. There's a spoon. Tiny little spoon. So cute. Oh my gosh. How do I say precious? Oh my gosh. We're gonna need the bookshelves. These are like little skulls. Little gems, crystals. Some like twiggy things. And looks like a moss. And a magenta kind of a moss. And we've got some, yeah, it's a sticker label and some string. Same thing here. And then we got 1, 2, 3. Wow, so many things. Wow. These potions might be a little bit more complicated. Like if there's some white mini little pellets, and then we got some, looks like glitter, pink and blue glitter. It's a lot of stuff. I think we need our lab to be set up for this. So let's go ahead and get our table set up. Ta-da! Okay, let's put the bookshelf together. Okay, well, I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. Well, I may end up gluing this, but looking at the little detail here, I think I would actually do a wash with paint too to age these up a little. Not the greatest, but all right, here you can see everything out on the table. Everything's ready to make potions. Got all of our supplies out and ready to go. Our floor is still drying back there, so are our walls. But I'm kind of ready to start. And then we can put it all together at the end. Okay, so I was looking at the instructions. We have 2 different kinds of potion and only 1 cauldron. And I don't want to mix the glue up, so I'm going to put some of the resin in here and save that for the next batch, I guess. Definitely a nice pink color. Okay, so what I'm doing is, because if I put this in with the resin, all of them would be at the bottom like that, and I don't want them. So I wanted to play with it and make sure everything's floating in the middle and that we have some beads in the front. So I'm only going to put some of the resin in there. So let's see, I think we have to go like this, get the resin in there. Well, I'm coming to the conclusion that I'm not going to have enough to make both. And I'm not happy with this color.
Oh, that's rotten, that.
So I'm actually going to go ahead and dump this in with the other resin. Okay, I got all the resin out of the shot glass and into here, mixing it together. Looks like first disappointment for Miniverse is not giving us enough resin. Now that I have it mixed in, it's a nice light pink, but I almost want to add more. But I also want to be able to see the skulls. So you know what, let's just go ahead. So you can see there's that skulls in there. I want to lay them flat once this finishes filtering through. Maybe we need some more resin. I think we do. Let's add more. All right, so now what I'm going to do is put some UV light on it to set it. This has set so that my beads, if you can see them, are in the front. You can also see the other details, right? If I don't do it that way, you lose some of those details. All the beads would sink to the bottom. I watched some other videos of other people doing it, so I learned from them. So it's like half the bottle. Now I'm going to fill up the rest of the bottle. There, I wonder what would happen if I put a few more of these in there. I do want to add more of these. They're like cherries, but skulls. Once again, great detail. One of the things I love about Miniverse is the detail. Maybe we need to help it along. It almost seems as if there's not enough resin to fill up the entire bottle. And I was really good about scraping out that last bottle, or the shot glass that I used. Guess we still have some in the bottom here. Let's keep scraping. Still very disappointed though that I don't have enough to make the second potion. I just remembered I had bought some resin and we have plenty to go, so we're gonna make some more. So glad that I had more. So Miniverse, what's going on with the resin game here, huh? My first potion. I'm short resin. Not a good way to start. Luckily, like Hermione, I came prepared.
See here, everyone. This Granger's done it.
If you'll see, there's the ones that I did earlier. And whatever I dropped in here, you can't even see it anymore. And I do want to try and push those to the side over here so you can see them there. And we'll let that dry. Our first potion is done hardening, and you can see here, this is that first part I did. I wanted to make sure you can see the little skulls. And I can't say these are the ones I added at the end. I can't say I'm 100% happy with it. I do see color differentiation at least. And I think I would have put less glitter in there so that it was a little bit more translucent, right? But that's okay. All right, so we also have a label to add. We'll put it where there's no skulls. That way it's not hiding anything important. You can see the skulls all around the outside. I like that side right there. It looks good the most. So put that on. Gives us some string to wrap around it. All right. I'm not going to snip that off. I'm going to leave it like that. because then I can maybe add something like a bead or something to the end of that. For now, I think it looks pretty good for my first potion. I'm not even sure what this one is called. So let's make this one next. Luckily I had resin. I went ahead and cleaned this out. So let's see. Our instructions tell us this time, oh, we have to use our mortar and pestle. We're going to be using up some of these in the mortar and pestle. Okay, and then we have blue. And then, oh, this one also has the little gems. So there's those little gems. This one's going to have in it. And then what? Oh, looks like this as well. One of our, which one do I get to decide? So one of these two is going to go in there. Doesn't really tell us. Oh, the green moss is going to go inside of this one. That's a lot of ingredients for one. So upon reading instructions, even though I'm missing my corners, to set it in layers, right? You can see down here too, they also show it like that, right? So that you can make sure you get visible what you want to see, like from this, right? That's why we did it in layers. So we're going to do the same thing for this. We're going to need all new raisins. So let's just go ahead and fill this baby up. All right, what's next? We have, oh, our mortar and pestle, and we need to put some of these in there. Pick up the little pearls. And I was reading in the instructions, the more powders you add, the longer it takes to set because of the UV light. So these are like pearlescent. Just grinding them up. This is great. This is the fun part. It says to add that into here. And some of the blue glitter. Because there's going to be stuff floating in it, I don't want too much in there. It doesn't tell us the names of these potions, which I find is a little disappointing. But, oh, and look at that. That's beautiful. I could see the glitter, the blue, as well as the other. I think this is good. It's a hint of blue.
Blue is the color of all that I wear.
What do you think? A little bit more blue, maybe? But too see-through? I don't think so. Let's try it like that. All right, next we're supposed to add our gems. And then maybe we'll add a little bit of both of these. We have two different color beads. So I feel like I'll add those after. And a little bit of this moss. Oh yeah, this stuff is lovely. It looks like moss. We're going to do what we did last time. Then let's go ahead and put in a few of these. So currently drawing the resin layer. It looks really good. You can see all the different little beads and the little crystals are up against the side, which I'm really happy with. So I'm going to do another layer like that. Okay, so we've got a nice little mix. You can see the green, you can see the crystals, you can see the beads. Some beads are stuck in here. I think I'm ready to just fill it up now. Okay, so I got everything kind of cleaned up. This is hardened, and I think this came out beautifully. I mean, look at that. You can see the green mossy, you can see all the different colored beads, you can see the gems. So I really like doing a layer. It's a little chaotic, but otherwise you end up with all the beads at the bottom. So I'm really pleased. I think this one looks beautiful. I think it looks much better than this one, but either way, they both have those details. So next thing I need to do is put the label on. This one, we do need to cut it out. So I'm going to cut it out, wrap it around, and show you what it looks like. And then later when I have a fine point, I'll add something. Outside of the fact that I didn't have enough resin, all the details are great. And there we've got it. Another cute little potions bottle. My favorite of the two. think, definitely. All right, last thing left is put all of this together. There we go. Came in very easily. Oh my goodness, and look at that. All right, here is the finished product. Here's the 2 potions we made. This is a ladle I made with my favorite of the 2 potions. They only gave us 1 ladle. You got a crystal, you got some of the beads, some of the moss, and some of that pretty blue. And so that ladle will be coming up for another project. Look at all the extra stuff off to the side. And never even used that glue, right? And got all these extra bins, some extra string I can use. And future DIYs. Pretty pleased with it in the end, even though the potions seem a little bit too big to maybe go on the shelves. They wouldn't be able to fit in there, so. And just like that, it's done. What do you think? Did I do a good job? I tried. Would I pass the potions class? Who knows? But I'm pleased with the effort I put in, and that's all that matters, isn't it? Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this, maybe you should try it yourself. And don't forget, like and subscribe, because I'll be opening up all the mini potions next, now that I have the potions class. I will also be doing some DIYs here. There's a few things I might change about this. This is just kind of the base unit, so look for that in future episodes. And what are you crafting? What do you enjoy? What's your hobby? Let me know down below, and I will see you next time.